Sit back, strap in, and get ready for After Hours with TC Restani. This is Abigail Harwich, executive producer, welcoming you to the show. And now, TC Restani!
Welcome to the After Hours of TC Restani, the podcast. I'm TC Restani, emanating from the Palatial Podcast Penthouse here at Restani Productions for another fun-filled holiday edition of After Hours. And I'm going to go around for my jolly jingle crew of elves down here. Going to my immediate left, the milkman himself, the one and the only Quincy Briscoe.
And how we doing?
Doing pretty well there, pal. Good to see you.
Same here. What's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, I'm going to introduce our other esteemed member of the panel.
That's true. We can't forget that. You just came back from
Florida.
And how
There's
was
a
it?
shock. Florida.
Yeah.
Ricky Bittman. There he is, Ricky Bittman, my mentor, who's been to Florida more times than an orange.
Yeah, that's true. And we know what? Next time I go down there to Quincy, we will get your autograph on my beer cooler. What the hell you think of that? I am fresh back from Florida.
Do they have Florida milk? That's what he's inquiring.
No, but they got the best orange juice. I told you that before.
I heard that Florida that does have good tasting orange juice.
Do you like orange juice?
Once in a long great while.
The only time I drink it really is when I'm down there. Up here, it's a little acidy.
A little pulpy.
No, I like the pulp. You can chew the orange juice down there. It's like it's just drinking an orange out of a big jug, and it's ice cold. Shout out to Eli's Orange World on Westerlo Brunson Highway. My buddy Gilbert.
Gilbert.
You go into Gilbert, you tell Gilbert that Ricky Bittman sent you, he'll take care of you.
Unbelievable. I'm a big fan of oranges. I like oranges.
Delicious.
They're very good. I had a big one yesterday, big orange yesterday.
The fruit down there, I'm telling you, it really is incredible. Because I like blueberries. And they're really only good around the summertime. They get that nice sweetness to them. You buy them up here in the winter, they're just a little tart, you know.
Well, I have them frozen and put them in smoothies.
Yeah, the frozen kind, Tosh likes the frozen.
Well, they're not frozen. I get natural, fresh ones, and I freeze them myself.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like I said, but down there this time of year, they're sweet as could be. And we got the Baby Bell oranges and everything, and they get like 10 different kinds of oranges. I didn't even know there were so many different kinds of oranges.
I knew the navel oranges.
Yeah, they get those. They get those fugly ones of the ugly fruit there, whatever.
Right, they look like they have like leprosy or something.
And those are delicious.
Really? Leprosy? No. I'll take your word for it.
And pomegranates. They get nice.
I've never had a pomegranate.
Oh, you would love a pomegranate. I'm going to tell you right now.
Our pomegranate is supposed to be like the ultimate superfood for
And they're delicious.
Well, I'm going to have to, you know what, New Year's resolutions, even though we haven't done a New Year's show yet, pomegranate.
Yep, you got to know how to eat it. You got to
because it looks like a red onion.
Yeah, it pulls apart, but there's all these little compartments of seeds in there.
Do you eat the seeds?
Well, you can take all the juicy, that they're like encased in this succulent, translucent red juice. And you just take all that flesh off there and you can spit the seeds out. I ain't even going to go there.
So it's like an onion, but it's a little different.
Actually, it's nothing like an onion.
It just looks like an onion.
It looks like an onion.
It looks like a red onion.
Yeah.
Or a big giant beet.
Yeah, and there's a lot in there. You get a lot of bang for your buck.
So how do you eat it? You slice it?
You cut it open, and then you just like sort of pull it, and you'll see these like little compartments of these seeds will just pop out, and they're like in clumps. And you just eat them, and you just spit the... You can't eat the seeds. I never did as a kid.
Like if I wanted to make a pomegranate smoothie, can I just dump the whole thing?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you just got to pull all the seeds out, because there's like... Some people will eat the... I guess you'd call it
the seeds on a
rind.
strawberry. I don't pull them off.
What's it supposed to taste like?
It almost tastes like cranberry juice, but sweeter. It's better.
So the next time I get a UTI, I should suck down a...
It might work. I don't know. That I'm not sure of.
The cranberry juice does work.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I've never,
Maybe
never had a UTI.
in 2026, our former executive producer Sabrina is going to be starting her own natural healing
I think
podcast.
she's going to be starting a UTI. I was like, how does she know? Well, that's good. I think that's great.
Right, so she may have more uses of a pomegranate than we even know of.
Now, when she's down here, do we hide the cheese balls and all the other crap that?
Nah, she knows.
She knows.
We're on the dark side sometimes. She's not one of those granola huggy tree type of people.
Yeah, she's not going to like finger wag and say, well, you know.
She might do that, but she's adorable when she does it. So
I don't know if I could listen to that. I'll be honest with you. You should have seen the bread pudding I put away while I was in Florida.
Oh, yeah?
Oh!
I'm not a fan of bread pudding.
You know what? I'm not a dessert guy. But we got onto Raglan Road, this Irish bar at Disney Springs, and the four of us split the banana pudding, okay?
Banana pudding?
Bread pudding.
Okay.
It comes in this little, like, sort of like a little pot. What do you call that? I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say, but a little, like a little baking dish. And it's got
If you can't think of the
raisins in
term, it's a gimmick.
It comes this little white gimmick, ceramic gimmick,
Right.
and it's got golden raisins in it. and it's got 2 dipping
How
sauces.
do they make golden raisins?
That I don't know. That's a good question. I think out of white grapes, probably.
Okay, all right.
You know, and they get 2 little dipping sauces. One is caramel, very light. The other is vanilla, like almost like melted vanilla ice cream.
Wow.
And you pull it upon, you dip it in there, and it's just this world.
It's good.
I thought maybe it would be just a bread bowl with some kind of a pudding.
Well, you know what Dot did, don't you? He thought he farted, but he shit himself.
See, I'm not a fan of bread bowls. I mean, people go, "Oh, you're gonna get the clam chowder in the bread bowl?" No, I don't.
Yeah, bread bowl is kind of a douchey move. I've only eaten it once.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Josh was out one night. You know
You
what
don't
I
like
did?
bread bowls?
No, I do not.
You know what I did? I got one of those like mini bread bowls, like that big.
Right.
The loaf of bread, and I hollowed it out like you're supposed to, so I have all this bread. You know what I poured into it? A can of Dinty Moore's beef stew.
Talk about. I mean, ugh.
It was delicious.
Well,
let
you
me
only
tell
had about
you.
475
That's
million
okay.
grams of sodium.
Sodium. Oh, and I even put a little salt in there.
Well, of course.
A little
Well,
pepper.
then you know what you can pour.
You and I would have had a blast with that, Quincy.
You know what you can put in a small bread bowl. Good old just meat flavored tomato sauce.
That's true. We were talking about that last episode.
Like I said, if you love dipping bread in tomato sauce, beef flavored meat flavored sauce, then have some fun.
Now, see, that wouldn't be a bad appetizer at a restaurant. Like you get the meatball appetizer. They put like 3 good-sized meatballs in a bread bowl. That could be something.
We were talking about someone that's opening up a restaurant that's
Bread and butter, remember?
yeah. Well, there's a suggestion right there.
That's fantastic. I think we're gonna. You know what? I think you two need to put together a menu, and we'll try. Let's see if we can pitch it around and try to open up a little, maybe like a food cart of this shit in the summertime down here in front of Restani Productions. Forget about a hot dog cart. We're gonna have like the bread bowl.
Hot dogs
cart.
are overdone. Next year, less hot dogs.
I don't like hot dogs. Period.
I like them, but George's or Coney Island, etc. Those are good. But
yeah, but the baked beans.
yeah,
were
that
better.
was your highlight.
and the pickles, because you know what's what they make hot dogs out of.
Lips and assholes.
There you go. Lips and assholes. I guess I like lips and assholes.
I'm trying to think of something.
Did you ever notice in that movie they were drinking out of Return of the Jedi cups?
Oh,
In the movie The Great Outdoors. Remember when they're sitting there admiring
is that where that came from?
the foliage?
I've heard that in other places.
the
believe it or
lips and
not.
asshole thing came from The Great Outdoors.
Yeah, okay.
But when they're sitting there, right as Dan Aykroyd shows up and surprises them,
Yeah.
and then it's John Candy and Dan Aykroyd on the back porch looking out over the wilderness.
Yeah.
If you look closely, they're drinking, I don't know, soft drinks out of a Return of the Jedi Burger King cups from '83.
Like plastic cups?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's pretty cool. I never noticed that.
there's a
Leave
little,
it to you to notice.
There's
that.
a little bit of trivia.
That's pretty cool.
So The Great Outdoors came out in '88, so those would have been 5-year-old cups.
Wow. Wonder why they chose that. Was it intentional? They just drink out of that cup. No one's gonna know.
Maybe for the great outdoors, that's what they liked in those times.
Well, there actually could be a little bit of hidden meaning in there,
Mm-hmm.
because you do know Dan Aykroyd was once engaged to Carrie Fisher.
I did not know that.
They were engaged during the filming of
The Blues Brothers?
The Blues Brothers.
Yeah, because she was in that.
it was before she married Paul Simon.
Wow. I never knew that.
Sliding away. Yeah,
Slip sliding
I would have
away.
loved to have slip sliding away with Carrie Fisher back then.
Moving near your destination.
And you slip sliding away. Hey.
Thank you, Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, there you go. Taking the ride back to memory lane with some of the golden oldies.
Thank you, Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know who's a
down
big
there.
inspiration to the Simon and Garfunkel?
Who's that?
The Everly Brothers.
There you go.
They love the Everly Brothers. And you know what happened one time?
What's that?
I went to see Simon and Garfunkel in concert, and guess who opened for them? The Everly Brothers.
Well, doesn't Art Garfunkel look like Larry Fine?
yeah, he does. He's got that melon head.
That gimmick hair and everything. So
He was always like look huge.
everything is he dead or he's still alive?
What, the noise?
No, I know the noise. I know
Garfunkel?
the Quincy noise is still there.
Garfunkel is alive. They're
That's
both
a
alive.
Quincy vocal, not Funkel.
But they don't speak.
Why don't they speak? What are they fighting over? These like 80-something-year-old guys.
Yeah, I just don't think they get along. They spent a lot of time together, and
So did the Beatles.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, after a while, it becomes like a job. I think there was like sort of a whole thing where Simon wrote all the songs. Really, he wrote them all. I mean, the hard work was done there. Because not only did he write the songs, he wrote the melodies and everything like that. So he's got the lyrics, the songs, the music.
So like Barry Manilow, they
then-
write the songs.
Exactly. And then you got Garfunkel, who just had that great voice.
So in the music business, someone has to write the songs, but then someone has to sing the songs.
Yeah, I know. But,
But if you're Barry Manilow, you do both.
Yeah.
Well, the Beatles, they wrote all their songs.
Well, Paul McCartney and John Lennon wrote most of the songs, and George Harrison would write once in a while, and Ringo had a few, so.
That's awesome.
Did Elvis ever write any of his own songs?
No, he did not. He was not a songwriter.
Just a singer.
He never tried. That's the thing about Elvis. If he just... He'd be so, that's all I do, man. I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to try.
Imagine if he was around now, he could ask AI to write him a song.
Of course, yeah.
There
very
you
helpful.
go. Maybe that's where... I've come to the conclusion that AI is nothing more than a dream. Because when you dream, it's like AI.
Well, I used to always say when I was a kid, if only I could come up with these like outrageous scenarios that I wanted to see happen. And I said, if there was only a way to make that like appear in your brain, and here it is now. It's doing
AI,
it.
like I said, it's a dream. Maybe someone came up with a USB cord in someone's head.
Maybe.
And that's how AI is happening. Yeah. Maybe now we don't need the cords because everything's Wi-Fi and whatnot. Because don't ever fall asleep watching 1980s WWF on YouTube.
Because what happens when you wake up?
No, because I had this crazy dream that somehow Andre the Giant was using my shoulder to rest on, to walk into some house. And he smelled like he did the day I met him. Filthy, boozy, and, sweaty and whatnot.
Okay.
And it was just nasty. And all he kept doing was just laughing, go, hey, boss, give me your shoulder. So, never fall asleep to that. Maybe I'm going to fall asleep to watching All the Right Moves with Leah Thompson or something. Maybe
there you go. You couldn't have that kind of dream.
No, I couldn't. I had to have sweaty, dirty Andre the Giant. He was injured, and it was two people. I don't even know who the other person was. It could have been one of you guys. We were helping carry Andre the Giant into a house. It was fucking weird.
That is weird. I don't necessarily have like dreams. I'm going like, oh, I'm so glad I had that dream because there was a hot chick in it. I don't really have those dreams, but I did have one recently where...
Was there a hot chick in it?
Yes, Carrie Underwood. I was laying on a bed and she was
Was she under your wood?
No, she was above me on a trapeze, like sitting on like a swing. And she was talking to me and everything. She was trying to convince me to leave Tashlent and everything. And she really was like really into me.
Were you watching like reruns of...
I don't know what it was. I don't know
American
what
Idol?
She's just... I do find her very attractive. And she was like telling me everything's going to be okay. And then like, how you have the dreams sort of jump from thing to thing? Next thing I know, she was taking a nap and I was waking her up. I told her, hey, honey, it's time to get up. And she sat up and she looked at me and she gave me this hug and she goes, oh my God, no one ever woke me up like that.
Wow.
That was a great dream.
That is a great dream. If you're listening to this podcast and you hear rumbling in the background, Abby rented out Studio C for a trivia contest.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's not there.
There's a bunch of broads running around there in negligees.
Negligees?
Yeah.
And we're over here talking about Andre the Giant.
Well, I tried to go in there like, sorry, no sausage. That's what she said. She slammed the door right in my face.
All right. Well, whatever it is, I got a text earlier from Abby. It was about noon today. He goes, you guys are doing the podcast. And I go, yeah. She goes, there may be some rumbling over in the other studio.
Some rumbling.
Because I rented it out for a Christmas party. I guess it's now a Christmas lingerie party. We're not invited.
Noisy bitches. I'll tell
whatever.
You
so, hopefully that'll be going into the general fund.
Well, they're carrying on over there. They're carrying on, Quincy. They're carrying on.
Carrying on.
Women get together. They're worse than men. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You sure Tosh isn't invited there?
She might be over there. She wasn't home when I left the house.
Well, maybe she is over there. I know Abby's not there, but so she says.
She went to a Christmas party last night, and she brought me home a half of a piece of a filet mignon.
Filet mignon?
And some asparagus. And I put
Did your pee smell the next day?
I haven't gone since I ate it.
Oh, all right.
I won't go in the palatial penthouse. I'll wait till I get back.
You're gonna go to the palatial outhouse?
I don't pee very often.
Really?
I have
kidney problems?
I have the Bittman bladder, they call it. I can go for hours.
Okay, so you're like a camel?
Yeah. Some say that's not very healthy. You can get dehydrated. I don't understand why. If you're not letting the water out, how can you be dehydrated?
I don't know. I pee constantly.
I don't. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Write in, will you please?
Maybe we'll have to get Dr. McMurphy on the program and ask him about that. Well, he's over in England, man, having some spotted dick, I heard.
Oh, this is the time of year for it. He's probably listening to the pudding singing in the copper.
Yeah, he's having some figgy pudding.
I bet. It's the time of year to be over there, those Christmas markets.
Well, good for them. I'm not going over to England to have any type of figgy pudding.
No.
And
I don't think England's quite what it used to
be.
But
we have the news here, the entertainment news.
Oh, big time.
I mean, this was Rob Reiner and his wife were tragically murdered over this past weekend.
Yeah, awful.
But if you watch the news outlets, they're like, well, we can't confirm or deny. This is a guy who lived on social media.
Yeah.
Don't you think if he was watching CNN and they're saying, oh, Rob Reiner may be dead, that he would have wrote, I'm not?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Okay?
You know? Yeah.
So that blew all of that. I mean, that's kind of stupid.
That's the news nowadays. Media is just terrible.
It's just like, you know what? This guy lived on
joke.
social media. You know, he would have posted, I went to the bathroom today, Trump made me.
Yeah.
Every 2 seconds.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
Okay. Rob Reiner, forget about his political views,
100%.
was one of the most talented individuals
no question.
ever. I mean, his movies, which was coincidence, because when I texted you to say that he was dead, and your response was, holy shit.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, they were running the Spinal Tap movies back to back the night before.
Yes, on
and
HBO Max.
I had not seen the original Spinal Tap in quite a number of years, and I had never seen the second one.
Yeah.
The second one is okay, but it does not compare to the first
No,
one.
the first one was classic.
But it was just odd that, that happened like that.
And you know what? Now that I think of it, on my flight home from Florida, I watched A Few Good Men.
I've never seen that.
You never saw that?
No, I mean, I've seen the Jack Nicholson scene a gazillion times.
No, you got it. That's a great
See, I'm not
movie.
a fan of Demi Moore.
She's cute in this. Plus, she has
She
short
looks,
hair.
actually, you know what? She looks better now than she
Yeah, I
did.
think she was adorable in this
See,
movie. She was very
So you like
cute.
short hair on women? I don't.
She just had a nice face in that.
Unless,
The hair had nothing to
unless
do
it's
with it.
Daisy Ridley, who they've gone overboard. She's been in town promoting her new movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's in this town?
What?
Did you say she's in town?
No. She was in New York.
Oh, okay.
Promoting.
All right.
That's in town over here.
la-di-da.
And
We're in
she
town.
did a million photo shoots. Let's just say the save button on my phone has about 8 trillion pictures of Daisy on there. Oh my God, is she adorable? But getting back to Rob Reiner, I guess the whole incident took place. Conan O'Brien had a Christmas party. I'm sure he'll never have one again.
I mean, you know, what are they going to say next year?
I have no idea. Well, he had a Christmas party, and the Reiners were there because I guess they all live in the same area. And the son was invited, and the son was like a fish out of water there. Everybody else was wearing like suits and ties, and
They said they brought him to keep an eye on him.
okay.
That was the latest I heard.
So he's there in a hoodie, looking like he just got out of like a Spike Lee video or something. And he got in a heated argument with the father and whatnot.
Well, did you hear what he said? He was saying to people, he was going up to people and he was saying,
I just heard a woo. Is Ric Flair at this party?
I'm telling you, they're running around in their slips over there.
All
They're
right.
cha-chawing around and everything. One girl had like cotton balls between her toes and she was walking on her heels. And
Maybe
they were
she just
they were
got her
all going-
toes painted.
Is that what they do?
I don't know.
Listen, man, all I know, they were all like clapping like, you go, girl. You go, girl. Women are fucking nuts.
All right, back to the Conan
Okay,
party.
so apparently what he said, he would go up to certain people, like Bill Hader, for instance, and he would say, who are you? Are you famous? And
Was he serious, or he just trying?
I think he was
trying to
just,
bust their balls.
I think that's what it was. I think, and this is purely conjecture on my part, he was needling some of the famous people. You know, he probably figures, hey, what the hell, you know.
I'm Rob Reiner's kid. What are they going to
Yeah,
do?
you know, and
you
then-
want to be in
and-
Princess Bride too?
But you know what? You can't needle those people because they're all freaking egotists and
They're
everything.
nuts.
So I'm sure he got into some heated discussions with some of these peckerheads, and it probably set him off. And his father was like, "Probably you don't do that to my friends and all that."
You meathead.
Yeah, and then you know, I don't know, but it's listen. Politics aside, and the commander in chief probably could have shut his mouth over the whole thing. And I rarely disagree, but I'm just saying he should have kept his mouth shut with that whole thing. But that's all in the past now. But it's an awful thing. I mean, he cut their throats. I mean, Jesus, that's like,
And it took place in Brentwood,
yeah.
where OJ supposedly
I see OJ.
went crazy. Now, how do they not know? How did they not know it was the kid? I'm sure they must have had a million security cameras at this house
Yeah, probably.
and
Cohen,
whatnot.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
obviously,
probably, yeah.
the murder is probably on camera somewhere. It has to be because you're Rob Reiner. You are a political person, and people do hate your guts.
Yeah.
So he probably had a lot of death threats and whatnot throughout his Twitter years.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that house was filled to the gills with cameras.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that they couldn't have rewound the tape and saw the kid doing the deed?
Well, maybe, listen. Who's a good source for information nowadays? Really, there really isn't one. What do you ABC, CNN, any of them?
TMZ?
Fox, they're all full of it, So it's like, what are they going to do?
Well, whatever. I mean, it's a tragic loss because, I mean, like we said, he was a tremendous filmmaker.
Yeah, he was a great actor, too. I mean, my God, Meathead, the role of Meathead. I mean, one of my favorite shows.
Two-time Emmy
of all
Award
time.
winner.
I mean, seriously, he was great.
And he got to direct Andre the Giant, who was in my dream.
Yeah. Great movie.
The Princess Bride. Now, It was in Brentwood, like I said. That's where O.J. Simpson
Here we
supposedly.
go.
No. Here we go.
Here we go,
Here we
Quincy.
go. Indeed. All right. This kid. What was the kid's name? Rob Reiner's kid.
Wasn't it Nick?
Nick Reiner.
Yeah.
Nick Reiner, 30-something-year-old kid. Almost decapitates his mother and father.
Okay.
And they went to the hotel room and found blood everywhere.
What hotel?
Where they tracked him down.
Oh, okay.
Or, after he did the deed, he went to a
Yeah.
hotel somewhere, and there was blood everywhere. It looked like a Friday the 13th movie. O.J. Simpson supposedly decapitates his wife and Ron Goldman, and they found 4 droplets of blood.
That's true. Yeah,
on
yeah,
a
yeah.
Bronco.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
If that isn't a setup, I'm not saying that O.J. wasn't involved,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying that Rob Reiner's kid kills 2 people in Brentwood, blood everywhere in the
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson decapitates supposedly his ex-wife and her friend, 4 droplets of blood on a door of a Bronco, a white Bronco. You cut yourself shaving, there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
So what are you saying? OJ didn't do it?
I'm not saying he did the deed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he was probably there and he knew and he paid off someone who did it. I'm not saying he's innocent, but I'm just saying forensic. If I was a forensic expert like Quincy, not this Quincy, but the other Quincy, massive amounts of blood after the Reiner murder in a hotel. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
Decapitation of the wife and Ron Goldman being stabbed a bazillion times. 4 droplets of blood and a few droplets of blood on a pair of gloves.
Pair of gloves, yeah.
Come on.
Well, I think you got something there.
I know I got something there.
Oh, he's all fired up.
Someone
had a cup of coffee.
I did have a cup of coffee today. I usually don't. For those of you who don't know me, I don't drink coffee. And in the last,
Yeah, because I saved this question because you said it before the mics went hot.
Right.
What are the circumstances you drank a cup of coffee?
okay, I usually have 2 a year. That's just a rule of mine. And I was holding it off, and I had a cup of coffee like 3 weeks ago. Not that I liked the taste of it, but I just had like an urge for one. And I said, Quincy, go next door to the D&D. And he got me. I asked you to get decaffeinated. Of course, you didn't get me decaffeinated.
Because that's not coffee, right?
Well, maybe that's why I'm wired up right now.
It's like kissing your sister.
I don't know what it is, but when I kiss you, it's like I'm kissing my brother. So I don't know how people live on this crap.
Oh, I have it all day long.
I don't get it. It's a stimulant.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like wired right now.
See, I don't drink it for that. I so look forward to that first cup of coffee in the morning. Because we just got a new coffee maker. Hamilton Beach. Works great. And I pour it in the morning and it's nice hot.
What do you put in your coffee?
I put a little bit of non-fat milk. It's like just to
milk.
lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And a little bit of sugar in the raw. Just a little bit, like a half a teaspoon of that. And it's just nice, mellow. Because we buy Starbucks. Starbucks is very strong. I mean, if you drank a cup of Starbucks right now, we'd be trying to pull you off the ceiling of the Palatial. I can't say palatial tonight. Palatial penthouse because
The PP.
that's rocket fuel.
Okay. All right.
Dunkin' Donuts is basically boiled brown water, so you're going to be
Isn't that
fine.
what coffee is anyway?
You're going to be well. That coffee is. Damn it!
So I got it straight up black because my grandfather
Yeah,
used to
you
drink
look
that.
at your eyes. Your eyes are like pinning.
My grandfather used to drink that shit by the gallon
Yeah.
every day. So
Well, Dunkin' Donuts coffee was better back in the day. Everything was. Of
no,
course.
he brewed his own on the Mr. Coffee.
Did he have like the percolator?
He had the percolator with the filter and all that other shit.
We had that. My grandmother used to make
He used
that.
to take. It was already ground.
He put the eggshells in there.
I don't know if he did that.
A lot of people back in the old days, they would take raw eggshells and put them in the coffee grinds, and it just reduced
What do they want? Calcium?
just reduced the acidity of the coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, he used to have the ground coffee that was already ground, but he used to have a coffee grinder,
Oh, the manual one.
the manual.
Oh,
one.
cool.
And it made
Yeah,
a noise.
and it smells great.
Well, until I think I broke it when I was about 8 because I tried to ground up one of the Star Wars figures that I had. So
That's awesome.
there's probably like little Yoda parts in it. I may if I look close enough, probably in some drawer somewhere, I could probably have that fucking thing somewhere.
Oh, that's a keeper.
But
That's
but he had a manual one. So, but after that, he was went and buy like Maxwell House and shit.
nothing wrong with a little pot of Maxwell House every now and then. You know, the night Robert Kennedy was shot.
By Sirhan.
Yes. Now Elvis was. Was it Kennedy? One of them. Well, either John F. Kennedy or Robert Kennedy. Elvis was going to bed for the day, so I don't know what time of day these things happen, but he was pretty much calling it a day. He was going to sleep.
Well, Kennedy was killed at noon Texas time.
Then it was that, okay, because that's about the time he would go to bed, because he'd been up all night. So he's going to bed around noon and sleep till probably midnight. So when they told him, they said, "Elvis, we got some news. President was just shot in Dallas." And he went and turned the TV on. They said he was in his pajamas and everything. And he turned to the maid and he goes, "Put on a pot of Maxwell House. We're gonna be up for a while."
Wow.
Put on a pot of Maxwell House.
They should have hired him as a spokesperson.
He was big on brand names, Elvis. I noticed that a lot of the time
Because he
hear him
grew up
talking.
with poverty, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, most of these coffees are good. Maxwell House, Folgers.
Yeah.
You know,
Remember Chock full of nuts?
of course, chock full of nuts. You know,
Isn't that what this place is?
Not the party next door.
No.
nuts over there.
No.
Boy, that prompted something.
Roscoe Coltrane is next door?
I mean, that's probably what they drink.
Yeah.
Chock full of nuts. All the good names, they're still out there. You can get them almost anywhere.
I do love coffee, though. Right now, we're in the midst of our Starbucks Christmas blend.
What's the Starbucks Christmas blend?
It's their coffee.
I know, but what makes it a Christmas
It
blend?
is very roasty. It's got like sort of nutty notes in it and stuff like that.
They don't have ground up trees in it.
No,
do
no,
they?
but there was like a pine note in there.
Gingerbread.
It's delicious. Very strong, very good. I like a good roasty cup of coffee.
You know what I miss for Christmas? Because since my grandparents have been dead for some of them almost 30 years. Remember those peanut butter pillows with the pink?
Oh my God, yeah. My grandmother always had
Right.
those.
It was
yeah.
like biting into a diamond because it was so hard.
Yeah, they were hot as rocks.
And when you like it stuck to your teeth, it's like I think I pulled out like 16 fillings in
That was
there.
a great Christmas candy. They always had those around.
You know what my grandmother used to get all those?
Where?
Kmart.
Yep. You remember they had the Brock's display when you
Sure.
go in and you spoon it out yourself and
Right.
you get your own,
Yeah.
your own candy? But those and the little raspberry ones and the peanut butter kisses
Yes.
with the yellow paper,
Yep.
those were good.
Sometimes the paper never came off and you ate it anyway.
Yeah, what the hell.
And we survived.
We did. We lived.
We survived.
We
damn
knew
it.
how to live. That's what I call old lady candy.
Well, my grandmother was an old lady, so I guess that fits the bill.
And they always say, "Oh, these candies are awful nice, Quincy. Have you tried the strawberries with the wrapper that looks like a strawberry? It's got the little jam inside. Oh, they're awful nice."
If you had bad eyesight, you may have eaten the wrapper on it as well.
You may have eaten them. Did you ever eat cough drops as like they were candy?
Sure.
What was
I
the
would
best?
suck on them, and then
Yeah,
Oh, what was the something brothers?
the Pine Brothers.
Pine Brothers.
Those were like
Yes.
candy. Now
Yes.
you had the honey, and you had the cherry.
The cherry one. Now, my old junior high used to have a store.
Yeah.
And kids would buy them like candy.
Yes. I'm just remember this is like I'm getting deja vu. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They still sell those original
Yeah.
Pine, what are the Pine Brothers?
Pine Brothers cough drops.
Cherry cough drops. Sugar free, so I can have them.
Oh, nice.
At the market basket.
Yeah.
And I buy a couple bags here and there, and I just
Yeah.
pop them.
And you don't cough.
No.
Because you're all like loaded up on cough drops.
Right.
They were candy. I'm sorry. I don't think I ever took those when I had a cough.
No.
You know, you take Ludens or
When I had a cough, I drank that shit called Finagrin.
Finagrin.
That was it. Was the prescription cough medicine that it looked like
I never heard that before.
it looked like natural maple syrup, but green. Not like
never heard of
like
this.
lime green, but like foresty green.
Really?
Right.
Finagrin.
Finagrin.
You ever hear of that?
Or Fingrin.
oh, Finagrin.
Yeah.
Well, look it up. If anybody grew up in the 1970s in the Northeast, I'm sure they've heard of Finagrin.
Sounds like a neighbor. Hey, honey, go over check on Mr. Finagrin. I haven't seen him in a couple.
Well, he cures coughs. Let's just put it that way.
Finagrin cough drops.
Right. No. There was cough syrup. It was like prescribed cough syrup, not the pink shit.
No.
That was like erythromycin or some gimmick.
Oh, Jesus.
But it was Finagrin. And they
Finagrin,
They
your
pres-
cat is on my lawn again.
they prescribed it when you had the croup.
the croup.
The
Jesus.
croup. I never heard of the croup.
The croup. That was a
I
croup
think you
cough.
and I, by comparison, you and I spent very healthy childhoods.
No comparison. You're also 10 years older than me. All right. So back then you were probably drinking like Moxie and they didn't even tell you what it was.
No, when we had a cough, they just gave you a good slap right across the face. and
Get
said,
over it.
Stop coughing. And it worked, right, Quincy?
Or you tell your grandfather, you know what? Maybe the unfiltered Pall Mall in my face is causing this.
My grandfather smoked a pipe.
Fuck off.
Smoked a pipe.
We also had another celebrity, actually two celebrity, more deaths. The dude who played Luke on General
Yeah,
Hospital.
Luke and Laura.
I forgot what the guy's real name was, but Luke's gone.
Yeah.
But the one that hit me the hardest,
Gil
Gerard.
Gerard. Yeah, that was sad. Yeah. I
Buck
was
Rogers,
yeah.
beady.
Yep.
From Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Now I have a Gil Gerard story.
Oh.
Gil.
Does it involve that hot chick that was on the show with him?
Well, you know, they did not mesh very well. Because you go back and watch the first season episodes.
He didn't play that card right.
Because if you watch them, in the beginning of the episode, they were together. Then the plot happened, and they went off on their own little adventures. And then at the end of the episode, they came back and
I never noticed that.
They were like, well, Wilmer, did you solve that? Yes, Buck, I did. Well, whatever. Back in 1998, he was up at the Jolly Jim Flea Market in Methuen in an abandoned mall.
Okay.
Now, Gil Gerard was a good-looking guy in the 70s. Yeah. Then he just went full Brando. He didn't care anymore.
Really?
And he gained something he was like 300 and something pounds.
Holy shit.
When I met him at the show. Now, the autograph picture, I'll have to find it, I think may actually have a grease stain on it.
Oh, dear
Because
God.
on the table that he had up at the Jolly Jim's this is no lie, and Jeff was here, he could confirm it, and all the other autograph crown collectors were there. He had a 3-pound bag of Ruffles. That he was putting his hand in, eating it, and he had one of those giant 3 liters of Pepsi.
Oh, man.
right?
That is too funny.
So eventually, it got to the boiling point with him, and then he got the gastric bypass.
Wait a minute. Was he drinking the Pepsi out of the bottle or pouring it into a
No,
cup?
it was the bottle. God is my witness. He had the 3-pound bag. I don't even know if they make 3-pound bags of
$5. Hold on. You see him holding the bottle up.
I don't even know if they make
stuff.
I don't even know if they make 3-pound bags of Ruffled potato chips anymore.
They probably do. You probably get them at BJ's.
Okay, well, whatever. I mean, maybe at a wholesale club, but he had man. I can see it in my head. He was sitting there,
Ruffles,
and
too,
he had
man.
on this this black T-shirt, and it's like, wait a minute, he was like full Brando, and he's woofing, not hiding it. It was on the
didn't
table
care, yeah.
next to his stills.
didn't care.
Was a 3-pound bag.
Now, how
of
many years
Ruffles.
ago was this?
This was 1998.
Okay, so what's the math?
That's 27 years ago.
He's been eating 3-pound bags of Ruffles, drinking Pepsi, and he died at what age?
82.
Not bad.
But no, he stopped that because he got
there's
to
always a potty pooper.
Because it was well documented. He even did I don't know if he did a reality show, but he had some sort of show where he got the gastric bypass.
Oh, well, there we go.
And shrunk down and got actually back into Buck shape.
Really?
Because I guess there was rumors that they wanted to do a reboot or something, and he was like, "Wait a minute, I'm Buck. There's no one else playing Buck. I'm Buck. I don't care if I'm 100 years old. I'm Buck." And we, in 2012, which would have been well over almost 20 years later, we saw him at the Rhode Island Comic Con, and he was back as Buck.
He was Buck again.
He was Buck again.
So there's hope for all of us.
So there's hope for all of us. Well, you got the gastric bypass. Because I even said to him, last time I saw you, you were eating a 3-pound bag of Ruffles.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. He didn't deny it.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. That was it. Just went.
Probably said those were good old days.
He goes, just, yeah. Well, I mean, look at this. Look at the guy's career. He had a great career as Buck Rogers, even though the show was only on for 2 years.
Yeah.
And he was in one of the airport movies. I think he was in Airport 77. I think he had a fling with what's her face, that old broad now. Well, besides
Brenda Vaccaro?
No, it wasn't Brenda Vaccaro because she was shacking up with Jack Lemmon.
Very good, yes.
In that one because he was the pilot. No, Buck Rogers was having a fling with Christopher Lee's wife in the movie.
Oh, that's right.
Lee Grant.
Lee Grant, yeah.
Nothing
wrong
who
with
I
that.
saw her at a chiller a couple years ago. She's like 98 years old. Man, she looks like a prune and Yoda had a kid. Besides
98.
90. She's up there. She was very up there. I think she's still kicking, actually.
Oofa.
But yeah, so he did not deny that he was having the 3-bag Ruffle. But he's a guy who had a great career, and now he's in an abandoned shopping mall in the 90s.
In Methuen.
In Methuen, of all places.
Yeah, Jesus. What is that? The trampoline was invented there or something like that?
Pushing his stills. Jeez. And he goes, oh, that's get the one with me and Tweaky. That's a good one because Felix does a lot of these shows. And I did get Felix somewhere down.
Well, that's cool.
The one, remember when Bull interviewed Felix, who played Cousin Is?
Yes.
It's like Bull was sitting in a chair, and Bull was still taller than he was standing.
Yeah.
So that interview, you can want to watch it on YouTube, is a train wreck.
I always wanted to see Bull just like pick him up and put him on his knee and talk to him. That would have been awesome.
What was it like being on the Addams Family? I'm here with my little bitty friend. Say something, Felix.
Tries to tickle him. Hey, come on, will you?
How you doing, Ethel? How you doing?
Put me down, will you? Hey, put me down.
Felix, shut up.
But yeah, Gil Gerard died at 82.
Well, that's tragic. I mean, it's just a sad preamble into Christmas.
He got the job on Buck Rogers because the producer saw him on an episode of Little House on the Prairie.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't someone die from that show recently?
I can't think of anybody now.
I think it might have been an ad. And Yahoo tries to get you to click on things. And it was like, they'll say, beloved star of Little House on the Prairie.
Was it one
fans of-
episode?
Yeah, and then you go and you find out like he was like the priest's altar boy or something like that. I hate that.
I don't know. I can't.
You would have known.
I would've.
It would have been on your radar.
Of course it would have been because I'm like that.
Yeah, you know all things when it comes to celebrity
So
deaths.
they're the three that had died in the week. Rob Reiner, Luke from General Hospital. Sorry, Luke, I don't know your real name. And BD Troublebuck.
Now, is Laura still alive or did she die?
Yeah, she's married to Jonathan Frakes, who played Riker on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Now, listen. How many people, everyone listening, if you ask the question to somebody you randomly met, is Laura still alive? Could they answer that quickly? That's amazing.
Any Star Trek fan could.
I guess. I like Star Trek, and I couldn't have answered that question.
Well, there you go. I forgot what her name is. Doesn't matter. It's Luke and Laura,
Really doesn't matter.
but they're not really. It's not the real Luke.
No. There's only one.
You think that guy's looking over his shoulder now for all the shit he said on Twitter?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Hey, who's going to kill me? No, Mark. Just go play.
Mark, go sign autographs.
Yeah,
go ahead. May the force be with you.
Get a pair of suspenders.
But if he was murdered by some like stranger, then those people would be having 24-hour bodyguards.
Yeah.
But the fact that his son it had nothing to do with the Trump syndrome bullshit.
Oh, God,
his,
no.
His kid was a junkie.
No.
His poor kid was a junkie.
But, here's the thing. And this is not politically motivated, but it's like all these Hollywood celebrities who are getting up there in age. And he was no spring chicken.
78.
Yeah. And you got Rosie O'Donnell. And they got this money. And they have this success. And they can do anything. How many times have we all just fantasize about having millions of dollars and the freedom you'd have and everything, the things you would do? Would you spend that time you have left being so focused on social media and calling out people for things they say and things that are happening? And if I was that age and I had that money, I'd be just like, you know what?
Rosie O'Donnell took it one step further. She moved to Ireland.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I've been to Ireland. It's no picnic for crying out loud. It's nothing.
It looks like Concord.
Nothing beats the U.S. of A. All right? I'm sorry, everyone listening, if it's offends you, but it's the truth. I'm sorry.
But seriously,
okay?
the fact that you would leave the country,
Yeah.
you know what? The guy, even if you don't like the guy, he's still the president. Even if you were on the moon, he's still the president.
Exactly.
Here.
And look at her daughter. Her daughter's like a drug addict living on the streets. Look at Rob Reiner's son. He's a drug addict. Why don't you take the time you have left and just focus on your loved ones and take care of them, and shut the X off. See, the ego needs to be fed by social media. Social media is just sickening. It really is sickening when you think of it. It's just taking over these people's lives. He could have, if he got his son some help and spent some time on him, take the kid fishing. Why not take him fishing, Meathead? Maybe it'd still be around. I'm sorry to put it that way, but I think it's true. Here's the address to complain to.
No, I agree with you 100%. It's like, my
But it's sad, like
my parents weren't millionaires,
Time.
and they spent time with us.
Yeah.
Right?
Time, I used to say this all the time when I signed off the Ricky Bittman's Jukebox. Thank you for sharing your time with me for this episode of Ricky Bittman's Jukebox, because remember, time is the most valuable commodity you own. It really is, your time.
Even though time is fake.
Right, but when you think of it in terms of what you could be doing any other time,
Right.
if you spend it listening to the
Because you know what? The
jukebox.
person you're spending all your time thinking of isn't thinking of you.
Exactly.
Not thinking of you. You don't care.
But I mean, if I was Meathead, I'd be like, let's direct some movies. Let's take care of my son.
Yeah,
Son,
listen, Media, you're 78 years old,
Yeah.
and I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but you only had maybe like 10 years left.
Maybe at
Right?
most. Maybe 5,
So
but still.
concentrate all that creative energy and create, Spinal Tap 3.
Leave something besides X. Leave something besides social media footprints, because
Look at this old man. His father was creative up until the end.
Oh my God, what a creative guy.
You could have done something with Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
he's 100 and something years old almost, right?
Yeah.
And he's not worried about any of this bullshit. He's off doing Spaceballs too.
I mean, imagine that. Just imagine that. And you don't never hear him going off on stuff like this.
Probably doesn't know how to use it.
Well, but like you never hear him talk about politics or any of that
No.
stuff. Like Billy Bob Thornton was recently quoted. He goes, "Frankly, I don't have the brains to comment on stuff like this." And he's right. Well, he goes, "Who wants to hear from us on subjects like this?
No one.
Leave it to the people. Let's get out there and entertain
You
them."
were born to entertain.
Yeah,
Entertain.
Yeah, I mean, I know we talk about it every
You're
now and then. but it's like-
tarnishing your legacy.
But every now and then Tasha will get all worked up about something, and I'll be like, "Listen, just let it go. Just let it go.
What do you what you're not going to change anything.
Not going to change anything." It's like,
I'm
you
going to go out and vote against them. It ain't going to change nothing.
listen, did you hear what this one said? Did you hear what that one said? Who gives a crap?
Well,
Who gives a crap?
Well, who gives a turkey, as Burt Reynolds would say?
Well, who gives a turkey?
There you go. Who gives a turkey? It's stupid. I mean, people. I mean, like I said, I had a conversation with somebody in the production room not too long ago.
Really?
And I go, it wasn't Abby.
Fraternizing with the help, were you?
Well, you know.
I like to give it up.
Then you got me off sidetrack. Yeah, I was saying
You were fraternizing with someone in the control booth.
right, and we were talking about when did politicians become superstars?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Seriously,
When Obama was
When
elected.
they knew about politics.
oh, that makes sense. You know?
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
Bam.
No, I think Obama was the first celebrity politician.
Oh, honestly, if you go back to it, it's probably Reagan. But Reagan was cool.
He was cool.
You know, in my lifetime,
Yeah.
everybody asks who's your favorite president. It's Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
No, not even because of the Back to the Future reference. It was just Ronald Reagan was just this.
Yeah.
He was like your crazy grandfather.
Yeah, I was psyched.
But I was, you know,
My old man was not. He was Mondale all the way.
why?
I don't know. And there was remember that old show, Not Necessarily the News?
Sure,
I told him there was
Stuart Pankin.
you know how you could watch that a million times? It was on like how many
It's on
times a week?
HBO. Yeah.
So I knew that and this episode I'd already seen it a few times. And there's a scene coming up where it's a fake commercial of Ronald Reagan running for president. And I told my father, come in and I said, look at this. I was watching it. And it was like saying all the things like that Reagan was bad about it, he didn't pay attention to global warming and all this stuff and everything. And they said, you're right. Don't elect Ronald Reagan to be our president. Make him king. My father thought that was real. And he goes, oh, for Christ's sake, you've got to be kidding me. And he walked out of the room and he gave the Frenchman's wave to the TV.
So your father was alive in 1984?
He was, my father was a Democrat. There's no question.
But I'm just saying, was he alive in 84?
Oh, yeah, he lived till
And he was a Mondale fan, right?
He was a Democrat.
Walter Mondale won one state.
Yeah. Massachusetts.
No.
No?
It was Minnesota.
Okay, well, my father voted for him.
Ronald Reagan won 49 states in
father
the
would not vote for
election
him.
of 84. He even
Well,
won.
my father's a union man.
He even won Massachusetts, all right?
My father was a union man. But one time they did show Reagan's daughter. She was real fat. And she was like on stage cheering and says, do you want this for your, like that? And then they showed Mondale's daughters, I guess, were smoke shows back
I don't even remember anything about Walter Mondale.
His daughters were hot.
Wasn't he the vice president?
Couldn't.
Wasn't he caught as vice
I
president?
think he was, yeah. Let's say he was. Let's not say. You know what? You're right, he was. Now we don't look so stupid.
Well,
Unless we're wrong.
I was also 7 when Jimmy Carter
Well, I should have known
elected,
better.
all
I
right?
should have known better. I
So-
should have known better with a girl like
you. There you go. Going back with the Beatles again.
Very good. Don't you love the Beatles?
Sure. You know, there's some golden oldies in there.
Golden oldies.
Once in a while, you need those.
I've been watching a lot of Beatles.
Why? Because it was John Lennon's 45th anniversary?
Well, it's the anthology, Beatles anthology. This stuff.
how
isn't
many
even-
anthologies did the Beatles have?
They took the TV series that aired on in the 90s on television,
Yeah.
and Paul McCartney, he squashed a documentary called The Complete Beatles, which was one of the best documentaries. He squashed all that so you couldn't watch anymore because he made his own documentary, which was like
He's just milking this until they throw dirt on
But this
him,
is back in
isn't
the
he?
90s, and this was good because this had never really been shown to a lot of people. So the last time I saw that particular version of Anthology was from the library. I had to get it out of the library. Now you fast forward just around Thanksgiving, they re-released it on Disney Plus, all remastered and everything. But they've been using some AI, I guess, in it, which I haven't noticed, but everyone's complaining about it. All I can say is it's fantastic.
What, does John Lennon have like 4 arms or something?
It's just, I don't know, but everyone's like, oh, they use an AI. Well, I was like, come on, just get over it. It's all about the music.
Speaking of AI, there's a picture on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Was it you or our friend Rosadini that made this?
Well, Rosadini introduced me to this Chat GPT, which is all the rage now. All the kids are using it. And
Sabrina even uses
yeah,
it.
so I said, what the hell? So I described Quincy and I described this the best I could, and that's the picture they put out.
What are you at, a Hollywood premiere,
Yeah.
right? So the only thing real in that picture is you, Quincy, and the milk.
And the milk, and I'm wearing my top hat, and Quincy's wearing my coonskin hat.
And you told me that I actually took that picture.
Yeah.
I don't even remember
Yeah,
that.
that's a picture from last year, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
But this Chat GPT, it's all the rage. It's all the rage.
Well, pretty soon on my Instagram, I'm gonna create some photos of me.
You have to do it.
Well, I'll let you do it. I'm not very technical savvy.
You can do it. You're smarter than you think.
Oh, I know that. But speaking of,
I know that.
well, I don't have the patience. Let's just put it.
Well,
that
you get
way.
the patience, all right? You're in you're in the twilight, the September of your years. Enjoy it.
Speaking of wonderful productions, Ricky Bittman's Christmas special.
The Christmas special. Getting a lot of good reviews
I
on
mean,
it.
we debuted it as we're recording this about, 3 or 4 days ago, and it's got a lot of views up there right now.
Yep.
And you guys talked about the miracle on 34th Street, the 1955. Did you like my Back to the Future little reference I put in?
I noticed that right away. And I
put that in
like
there?
when you do that because, I'm jamming these things. I did that, I think, when I was sitting by the pool. I wrote that from down in Florida, and I zipped it off to you, and you just... Boom, you put your own little touch on it.
I got my holiday card from Professor Infestation. Every year he sends me a card that really has nothing to do with Christmas.
He's a whack job.
Well, you said it, not me.
Whack job.
And I got one like a couple years ago. I got something about congratulations on the birth of something, and this year was a retirement one, unless something I don't know. Her last name ain't Reiner, is it? All right.
Are you all right, Lovey?
Yeah.
You need a Pine Brothers?
What's going on over there? Why you hacking up a lung?
You're coughing and you're yawning?
I mean, you did have your mayonnaise sandwich tonight. Could that be causing the phlegm buildup?
What's a mayonnaise sandwich?
Well, most people order a tuna sandwich with mayonnaise. Quincy got a tuna sub, but with extra mayo and even more little bags of mayo. To prove how much bags of mayo they had, we had the sandwich bag. You got it from a takeout place, and they had the brown paper bag with the sandwiches in it. And then there was a little bag on the side filled with just mayonnaise containers, little packets of mayonnaise. I was like, it looked like a mayonnaise uvula, the bag. That gimmick that hangs in the back of your throat?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. So basically, Quincy had a mayonnaise sub tonight.
You look very proud of yourself.
Well, come on. A good-sized tuna sub and with extra mayo. And
Extra mayo?
And they have pickles on it.
Tuna and pickles.
Well, you have to have pickles on a tuna sandwich. That's a rule, I think.
Well, there you go. So it's
I'm all for the mayonnaise on the tuna fish. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Quincy,
That's
it
just-
looked like Peter North did a freaking bukkake scene on it. All right, and it was all over his face, and I had to leave the room.
Well, that's going to make it
It
taste...
was like that episode of The Sopranos. You got mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. That's what it looked like.
Now, the young people of nowadays, the millennials or whatever they call them, Gen Zs or whatever, mayonnaise is a big niche to them. They don't like it.
Well, it's not very good for you, but it tastes delicious.
But that aside, they're just like they're grossed out by it.
Why?
I don't know. It's one of the things they don't like. They don't like that, and they don't like the thumbs up emoji and a few other things. Did you know that about the thumbs up emoji?
No.
They don't like that.
Why?
They don't like that, and they don't like punctuation in text messages.
Well, they wouldn't learn that when they were doing HTML or whatever it was called.
But when you say 6-7, they all whistle Dixie out of their ass when you say that.
They don't like the thumbs up.
They do not like
What
that.
if they were friends with Henry Winkler?
I was going to say, you're making a big mistake because...
I want to know how they hitchhike. What do they go to this? They ain't going to get a ride doing that.
You know
you
why?
get in trouble if you do this.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I figured out the answer.
What is it?
Because they're the social media generation.
Yeah.
And old farts like us would probably tell them to go stick a thumb up your ass.
Yeah. You guys stick a thumb up your ass, kid.
That's probably why they don't like it.
You don't like mayonnaise? Do me a favor. Go stick a thumb right up your ass.
The mayonnaise is a required taste. I'll give you that.
I just thought, hey. I mean, I don't go crazy for mayonnaise, but, when it's there, hey, it's
I mean,
nice.
I'm not dipping French fries in mayonnaise or anything like that.
that's
The only thing I like mayonnaise on is tuna fish. Used to have roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah, once
That's
in a while.
about it.
Yeah.
That's about all you.
And haddock.
No, you don't put mayonnaise on haddock.
What?
You put tartar sauce.
I was going to say tartar sauce or mayo on haddock.
Okay, mayo on a burger, I can see. Yeah.
No, I don't do that. But there are some that would like mayonnaise on burgers, but not one of them.
But mayonnaise on fish? I mean, again, granted, tartar sauce is mostly mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But with like a sweet relish in it or whatever they put in it. But
relish and
mayonnaise
capers.
and tartar sauce. Mayonnaise. You put those together. Isn't that how you make tartar sauce?
I make my tartar sauce with mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise and relish, and that's how you make your tartar sauce.
And bread and butter pickles chopped up finely and capers chopped up finely, a little lemon juice. I mix it all in.
And that's how you make your tartar sauce.
We're talking about tartar sauce. You know what's the best tartar sauce in the area?
Kelly's.
Without question.
I knew you were gonna
Without
say that,
question. You get
It's the only thing they have good according to the internet these days.
or the real, right?
Yes. Oh my God. He had a beef out in Lowell today on it, and we did a video.
A beef or a beef?
It was a beef.
Okay.
It was a 3-way up in this place called Rizzo's.
With the stupid sauce.
But you know what? He said there wasn't enough sauce on him when he opened it up, but when he ate it, he was like, he got the sauce. There was just enough. So I think I mean, I'm not ready to try that yet.
No.
But it's going to come to a point where I'm going to say, just, all right, let me try a 3-way and see what it is. But some of the 3-ways, I mean, they're just soaked. But like he said, and you reminded me of, when you bite into the sandwich, you're getting different flavors. You're getting the sauce at the beginning, but you're not getting as much as you go through the sandwich.
But I want to taste the roast beef. That's what I'm paying $15
and it's
for.
funny you should say that, because what he said was, he goes, wow. Like, he reacted when he bit into it. And he goes, I have to say I was wrong. He said, when I first opened this, I thought there wasn't enough James River barbecue, but it turns out the beef is the star of this sandwich, and it is.
Well, it should be the star of it all the time.
No, you're right. I don't like those heavy covered with.
Like,
the
if I'm
beef.
going to get barbecue ribs, yes, the barbecue sauce is the star, because
I'll
what are
give
they
you
called? Barbecued ribs.
Yeah, now I want ribs.
It's not a barbecue sandwich. If that's the case, you're going to get like pulled pork filled with barbecue sauce. But if I'm going for a roast beef sandwich, I want the roast beef accented by the pickles, the cheese, and the mayo.
Yeah.
If you just want the friggin' sauce, go get a hamburger roll and put sauce on it and go to town.
I get you.
All right.
I get you.
All right.
Archie, gotchi, fumalachi. Out goes YOU.
So we are wrapping up the program here.
It's our Christmas show. Let's go another hour.
All right, you know what? We'll go another few minutes down there. Since it's our Christmas show, we haven't even talked about Christmas yet.
Well, you all ready for Christmas?
It's just, for this year, it's like the line from Rocky. This Thursday to me.
It is going to be Thursday. I'm excited, but I've just been very busy.
I bought myself a Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah, tell us.
My electric blanket.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I've never had an electric blanket in my entire life. Now, this thing is huge. It's like 72 inches by 80 inches.
Oh.
This thing's enormous.
Don't pee yourself.
Well, I didn't buy Depends yet. I didn't buy the Depends. So.
You like that one, huh?
But yeah, that once a year I usually buy myself something. It's this year because it's been.
Now, does it have some weight to it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's heavy. It looks like a bearskin rug kind of.
Ooh, nice.
It has white on one side and brown or grayish brown on the other. So it kind of looks like a bearskin.
There you go. Okay.
So I don't know which side. I think you can use both sides. Depending on.
Well, I tell you. It has been, when I left for Florida, right around the time I left, that's when the temperature started going down. I'm looking at the weather up here, and it's like 14, 12 degrees some mornings for crying out loud.
Right.
So, and now, today was like a summer day.
It's 50 degrees.
Yeah, and tomorrow is going to be almost 60.
But it's going to be pouring, though.
Yeah, but still, I'll take the warm weather any day of the week. So that'll be nice. But, don't worry, you're going to be using that blanket, I'm sure.
I will definitely give you a report on our next program of the electric blanket.
Isn't this sad, though? Like, this is, okay, he got himself an electric blanket for Christmas. You know what I did? I went out and bought myself a pair of flannel pajamas. Remember, like, the old ones with the matching top? Like, you don't see that anymore, where it comes with the button and has the lapels, and I'm like, nice plaid pair of flannel pajamas, and I'm so happy. Tasha's like, what's
You're like a
matter?
lumberjack.
No, it's just like, it was very cozy.
Right, I get it. Yeah. Did it have the feet?
No.
I didn't have the feet.
No, I wouldn't do that. God, I would look awful.
Remember how you used to slide down the stairs in those things?
I remember running around and sliding in them when I was a kid. And of course, I think I had New York Giants ones, and I pulled the helmet off. It was like an emblem on the front. But I used to run around the house in those.
Well, I'll have to let you know. I'll give you the 4-on-1 on that's my Christmas gift. Now,
but this is how rock and roll we are. Electric blankets.
Hey, you know what?
Pajamas.
It's comfort.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll tell you,
what am I going to want? Spend $400 on Lego?
And believe me, when I'm down in Florida, I don't dream of flannel pajamas and electric blankets. Trust me, I'm running around there. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
So, at Christmas, I may have a little a quiet time at Christmas, enjoying my electric blanket and sitting there. I don't know what we're having for dinner at the Restani Manor, and I'm going to sit there and watch reruns of reruns.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of TV lately.
The
for a
perfect Christmas.
I have a YouTube playlist of all the old-fashioned, like every now and then YouTube will throw a classic sitcom Christmas episode up there. Of course, they don't show the good Happy Days one. They show the one where Fonzie's father came and gave him a present and left early.
Who cares about Fonzie's father?
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, you like the one where
I like the original one with the Santa when Fonzie was missing the train up to Waukesha.
I was going to say, yeah.
That's the good one.
Yeah, and Fonzie comes over and he fixes the Santa.
That's a good story. I always feel bad when I see him eating that ravioli out of the can.
Yeah, ravioli out of a can. Franco-American.
Franco-American. See, that's why you're the balls right there. Most people would say Chef Boyardee. No, it was the yellow label, Franco-American.
Yeah,
I wasn't a fan of SpaghettiOs. They made Franco-American made the SpaghettiOs.
Did they? Yeah, you're right. They did.
They were okay.
I like SpaghettiOs with meatballs. I didn't like the plain ones. That was no fun.
I used to eat all that crap cold out of the can.
I know, you're crazy.
So when I become homeless somewhere down the line, I'll be a
You're prepared.
I'll be a sterno
My
bum.
palate is prepped.
I think today's world, the closest you're going to get is Chef Boyardee. Maybe if you look hard enough, you'll get Franco-American.
Yeah.
But those
You
were
don't see that much anymore. But Chef Boyardee's still out there.
Well, you heat those
Boyardees.
up in the microwave. You know what? Once in a while, those are pretty hardy.
That's microwave. If you're gonna get the pot on the stove and do it old-fashioned way. It tastes better that way.
Man, dude.
All right, you could do that
A
too.
couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, Tosh decided to heat me up a Progresso soup, and she served it to me. And I'm like, this was in the microwave. She goes, what do you mean with microwave? I said, this was heated up in the microwave. She goes, how do you know? I said, I know. I ate it begrudgingly. So fast forward a couple weeks later. She goes, why don't we split a Progresso soup and a grilled cheese? I'm like, all right, fine. I said, do not heat it up in the microwave. Boy, did I get a dirty look. But you know what? You're 100% right.
No, the reason I liked it, I cook things in the microwave? Absolutely.
Sure.
But when I was eating that crap out of the can, I used to have it cold. But if I wanted it hot, I used to take the Wonder Bread and dip it in there as it was getting hot.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, that's the bubble.
And that's
I
quite
get
hardy.
you, man. I get you.
For a quick fix, hearty meal, it's almost like I said earlier, it's almost like eating out of a bread bowl.
You know what I hate, though? When you go into the supermarket, you can't find Chef Boyardee cheese ravioli anymore. It's just beef now.
I never liked the cheese ravioli.
I like the cheese more than the beef.
No,
It came in a green can. The cheese one came in a green can, and the red came in the red can.
The red can.
The beef came in the red can.
Unbelievable. Now we're approaching the wrap-up time and getting a thing through the earpiece. I guess the parties will wind down next door because I don't hear anything next door anymore in the rented studio. But you have a Christmas...
A greeting to all our fans.
All right. This is something that you created.
Okay.
And I'm very excited. Now, can you give us the backstory of what this is based on?
Well, this is it's my little take on "Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Aha.
And it's "Twas the Night Before Christmas" at Go.
Our good friend Doc McMurphy did that on the show.
I remember. No, that was Ricky Bittman did that.
Was it?
It was me. With Charlie Farron.
You're
It was the
right.
night before Christmas. Went all through the studio. Not a creature was stirring. Not
Even a
Sabrina, Jeff, or Leo. That's how it started out. We got to find that clip and
It's on
post it.
YouTube.
It's a classic.
But it's from our 2007 season. And
Bittman, get moving. There's fun to be had. Was
is-
at the O'Connell Lodge?
weren't you sitting in a rocking chair?
Yeah, I was
doing
in a
it?
rocking chair
And we
and-
were sitting on the floor Indian style.
Yeah, and I had Sabrina hold my drink. I asked her if she was old enough to hold that.
By the time she probably wasn't.
And Leo was there. It was one of the best. Very hot woman.
Okay, I just think of McMurphy because I consider Christmas with him
Yep.
because he did those Christmas specials
Yeah, yeah.
and the spotted dick and the thing.
It was one of my first times back in there, and I was dressed all dapper, a no coonskin
Right, you had
hat,
the
I got
green
my-
jacket
my
and
jet
everything.
black hair,
Yes,
my red sunglasses.
I remember that.
And I think I might have even sang a song that night. Who knows?
You
but
might
I
have.
did.
Oh, that's what YouTube is for. Go back and look it up.
That's right. I'll share it on the facial media.
The facials?
Facial media.
No, that's what Quincy's sub looked like earlier.
Well, anyway, this is "Twas the Night Before Christmas" at T.C. Restani's place. All right. "'Twas the night before Christmas, high over the town in T.C. Restani's penthouse. The lights all shone down. The studio mics were tucked neatly away. No more podcast planned. That'll be another day. The skyline lay glittered like sequins and chrome, a view that said loudly, yes, this is my home. And T.C. in his blazer, silk slippers in sight, had just signed off calmly with a good evening, good night. When out by the minibar there arose such a clatter, T.C. spun around muttering, what's the matter? Away to the foyer he strode with a grin to see Quincy Briscoe pouring some milk in. A gallon? No, two, in a crystal decanter. Quincy proclaimed, holiday calcium, it matters. He raised up his glass with a cheerful cheers. To milk so cold, it could conquer your fears. Then from the back room came a jukeboxy hum, a whir and a click and a bada-ba-bum. Ricky Bittman emerged, his eyes lit up with delight, dragging a jukebox he tuned up just right. I couldn't leave it alone on this festive night. It's got doo-wop, rock, and a coruna or 3, right? He slapped in a quarter, the speakers did play, as Bing met the Beatles in a jukebox ballet. Now TC laughed loud in his hostly delight. This is better content than live TV tonight. They gathered round sofas of leather and gold, while stories grew louder and milk glasses grew cold. Quincy refilled as the jukebox spun on. Ricky debated which record to put on. And TC, ever hosting, raised up his hands with a chair. Gentlemen, gentlemen, let's wrap up this year. They toasted to ratings, to music, to milk, to penthouse high ceilings of bathrooms and silk. And as the Christmas dawned over the rooftops below, the city looked peaceful, all wrapped up in glow. Then TC exclaimed as the night slipped out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and hey, cue the outro music. Good night!
Unbelievable.
Wasn't that a nice little
What a wordsmith you are.
Well, you know, I do the best I can.
That's
sometimes.
fantastic.
And I'm going to tell you, threw that together very quickly today on the fly because it's been busy. I've been busy every night this week. I'm busy tomorrow night, and I'm busy Saturday night. I got Sunday night off. I got a Monday night and Tuesday night, and then you get Christmas Eve and you get Christmas Day. They take a lot out of me, these holidays.
Quincy, wrap up the show. I don't know how you're going to beat that, but wrap up the show.
Well, we thank you for watching this very holiday episode of this particular show. I don't know how many more we got this coming year, but either way, happy holidays. Please drive home carefully. Don't drink and drive, especially at this time of year. And remember, we never close.
Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas.